How are we doing, guys? ALTV, Preston 1, Leeds 1, match review of the game. We just come back from Deepdale, absolute drama at the end. D with the equaliser. But yeah, it was needed. It really was just what the doctor ordered that. You know, okay, we wanted to win. We really wanted to win this game. I thought we deserved to win this game. But we came back from behind and recovered the game. That's just something different. It's something different to what we've done this season. You know, throughout this season, towards the end of last season, we go one down in games, it's game over. You know, we start to feel sorry for ourselves, but tonight that wasn't the case. You know, I felt there was a mentality change tonight, and I'm actually really happy with that more than anything. Okay, it wasn't the perfect performance. There was certain things we didn't do so well. We wanted to win the game. We always want to win the game. You know, we can't be too thrilled with a point, but there was a lot of good things tonight. A lot of good things. You know, start with the team we went with. So we went with a 4-1-4-1. We went back to the back four system. I felt maybe we could have gone for a back three. We went with the back four. I think we're better with a back four, to be honest. Luke Ayling right back, Gaetano Berardi, Ben White centre back, obviously Kiko Kasir in goal, Leeds left back, Helder Costa on the right, Jack Harrison on the left, Mateusz Klich and Stuart Dallas through the middle, and Paddy Bamford up top. And it's a game where, to be honest, first 15-20 minutes I thought we started poorly. You know, I thought we were nowhere near at the races. We weren't really getting on the ball, giving the ball away in some poor areas. Preston having a lot of good periods of pressure. They weren't really creating anything because I thought we were defending really well. I thought Ben White in particular was again a man mountain, was absolutely colossal, an absolute colossus at the back for us again. But you come to expect nothing less off Ben White now. You know, I think that is just what he is, a top class defender. You know, there's no case of, oh, okay, he's just showing a bit of good form. This is someone who's a genuine top class defender, who's too good for this level, as far as I'm concerned. As far as I think most Leeds fans are concerned, he's far too good for this level of football. But yeah, as the game went on, that's first half especially, I thought we got more and more comfortable. You know, we started to create chances. Paddy Bamford's had that chance on his right foot. You know, he should be doing better. He should be getting out on target at an absolute minimum. He's had 3 clear goal scoring opportunities. He's missed all 3 chances. And yeah, it's all okay. Me defending Paddy Bamford, I have done all season. But tonight was a big opportunity to score. And you do question how much this current run he's on in terms of not scoring is affecting him now. You know, he's getting nervous, he's snatching at chances. He's snatching at chances, and that's a big worry for me. You know, when strikers start doing that, you're thinking, is the confidence totally gone? You know, that is a worry to me. But in terms of performance, I don't think it was especially bad. You know, I don't think it was as bad as what has been made out. Personally, just my personal point of view, you know, certainly definitely nowhere near his best performance-wise either. And he should score in the game, it's simple as that. And that's the thing, goals change games. You know, no matter how much we talk about a striker, you know, I think the number one thing they will always be judged on is goals. But, you know, I don't want to be too critical of Paddy Bamford because he has done a lot of good things, you know, this season. He has done a lot of good work this season. And it's not always necessarily just about goals we can mark Paddy Bamford on. You know, I think his whole game has improved, his all-round game. And I think if the other players around him were scoring more goals, I think there'd be less sort of pressure on Paddy Bamford and less sort of, you know, his lack of goals would be less sort of like magnified as such for me. You know, I don't think every team, you know, look at Liverpool, the best team in England at the minute, Roberto Firmino. Look, this is a very kind of, take this as a tongue-in-cheek example, but Roberto Firmino is not a consistent goal scorer, but arguably the most effective false 9 in the league. And I'm not saying Paddy Bamford's anywhere near that kind of level, I'm just saying that it can't just be goals we judge Paddy Bamford on. But tonight wasn't good enough. You know, tonight wasn't good enough. You know, he has to take one of those chances. He has to at least get one of them on target. For all 3 chances to go off target is really disappointing. You know, he snatched at the last couple. That one in the second half, you know, he should do a lot better with. But yeah, that's the frustration, and it has to be put down to why we haven't won this game. You know, there's 3 big chances. But, you know, I thought we were good in that first half. You know, I thought, you know, it wasn't a perfect first half, but we were good. You know, I thought we were good. Maybe, certainly didn't deserve to go in behind or anything like that. You know, I thought, you know, 0-0 was probably a fair reflection of that first half. You know, I thought Preston had good periods, we had good periods. We finished the first half on top. Probably, maybe the slightly better team in that first half. But yeah, the second half was where we started to create chances. Well, Mateusz Klich was very creative today. I thought one of his best performances this season for us, Mateusz Klich. You know, he's created a big chance on the back post for Jack Harrison, on the back post for Jack Harrison even. And I think Jack Harrison should get on target, should definitely get on target. It was a very good piece of movement, but he has to get that one on target for me. I thought both wingers were good today. Helder Costa, Jack Harrison. You know, I thought they both tried to take on the men. Both positive, both works hard out of possession. But you want to see a little bit more. You want to see a little bit more rather than glimpses. But I thought both showed their quality at times today. Obviously, Jack Harrison's got himself another assist, another good assist, which is good. You know, of course, you know, we've been critical of Jack Harrison this season, but last couple of games, you know, he's been doing his job. It's 3 assists in 3 games. I'm not going to say all of a sudden that completely changes any doubt on Jack Harrison, But there's been no doubt there's been improvement in Jack Harrison's game, you know, the last couple of weeks. Can he maintain it? That's the big thing now. Jack Harrison's got to maintain that, you know, run of form for me. But yeah, I mean, you go on to the second half, you know, obviously the 2 chances for Paddy Bamford, you know, the one just before half time, which is not even mentioned, the one on the corner, you know, he's just sort of headed straight over the bar. Disappointing, he should be getting that on target really. And then that one in the second half, you know, the Click cut back, you know, I found Mateus Click and we were really disappointed that he's missed that chance. But to be fair, when Paddy Bamford missed that chance, I think we were all very frustrated. We were very frustrated, and Paddy Bamford's on the floor. You know, his confidence is completely gone. You could tell his confidence has gone with the finish. You know, when you're finishing chances like that, you know, that's not the finish of a confident striker. You know, no matter what you think of Paddy Bamford, he's capable of better than that. But the big thing for me, the big thing from tonight for me in terms of team mentality was that when Paddy Bamford was on the floor, you know, he was getting a bit of criticism, getting a bit of stick, whether it's rightly or wrongly, probably rightly, because, you know, in professional football, you expect to get those kind of chances on target. Yet Mateus Click just went straight over to Paddy Bamford, whispered someone in his ear, and picks him up. You know, I think that's massive. You know, look at little things like that. You know, it's something I like about this team. You know, it's something I've seen this season where I thought, you know what, this team's together. Like it was last season, that's the first real sign I've seen tonight. You know, this team is really bonding together. And look, it's not a big thing, it's not a massive thing, but it's nice to see things like that. It's nice to see. Mateus Click didn't have to do that, but, you know, see his teammate there, down, and he's just, you know, he's just gone over to, you know, yeah, to comfort him to an extent. And look, I'm not saying that, yeah, I want that to happen every single week. We've got to be, at times, you know, players have got to have a go at each other, but that shows a togetherness to me, and, you know, I did like to see that. But yeah, you know, we've had those 4 big chances before Preston score. Preston score against the run of play slightly, well, quite majorly to be fair. It deflected in their favour, and to be fair to them, they've been clinical and took the chance. Great run of Barkhausen, great run with the ball off Maguire, and they created a massive chance for themselves. But I really did see a mentality switch tonight. You know, I think of course it starts with that Mateus Click moment. You know, it's little moments like that. You know, when you look at when the team's a bit down, which it is at the moment, we're not in the best run of form. Let's make no mistake about it. If we want to make the top 2, we're not in a good enough run of form at the minute. But little bits like that, little things like that, little moments in this game in particular change things a little bit. You know, it changes the perception. It's all kind of a mentality kind of thing for me. You know, the team does feel like it was together. It wasn't feeling sorry for itself. You know, it wasn't a case of individuals. We felt like a team today for me. I thought it was our best performance, easily our best performance since Derby, by miles, a million miles better than what we produced the last 4 games. We've not been poor the last 4 games, but tonight we were creative, we made things happen, we dominated large periods of the game. I was much happier with what we did tonight, and I felt we deserved to win the game. I thought at an absolute minimum we deserved to win the game, possibly by more of the goals. You know, you can't create that many chances and not deserve to win the game. You know, of course, Preston had a couple of little chances on set pieces, one that flashed across goal, but no, for me, I think it's a game we deserve to win. You know, I've not said that a lot the last couple of weeks. I've been very critical, I've been criticised for being overcritical the last couple of weeks, but tonight I was happy with what we produced. And there was a mentality switch. When we went 1 down, I feared the worst. Especially with the way the goal happened, I thought, how the fuck have we done this again? Seriously, how has it happened again? You know, we've dominated large periods of the game, even more so than the last couple of weeks, and we've got hit by a hammer blow of a Preston goal. But we came back tonight. There was a mentality switch. Make no mistake about it. There was a mentality switch in that game. We made the substitutions. Tyler Roberts came on. Eddie Nketiah came on. Made an instant impact. I thought both of those two look incredibly dangerous together, and both have got to start against Sheffield Wednesday for me. It's not just a could start. It's a got to start for me. Tyler Roberts is the best number 10 at this club by an absolute mile for me. Eddie Nketiah is a top-class striker, simple as that, scoring goals, and a team struggling to score goals. We need to prioritise goal scorers over Paddy Bamford. Even though I do appreciate what Paddy Bamford brings to this team in terms of link-up play, we've got to prioritise goal scorers now for me. But yeah, I was really happy with the response. That was the biggest thing today, not just the performance, the response going behind. You know, when Preston went back into a low block and we're just trying to see out the 1-0, we really did start to break them down. You know, we really did start to dominate the game. The ball was coming back, we're making things happen, we're working the ball into good areas, getting crossed into the box. There were some good balls going into that box, we weren't attacking them, which was a bit disappointing, but the thing is, the creativity was there, the idea was there, the belief was there. We didn't see any of that belief against Charlton, we didn't see any of that belief against Millwall, we didn't see any of that belief after we, you know, had the hammer blows against Derby and Swansea. This team didn't feel sorry for itself at 1-0 down, and this is massive tonight, guys. This is massive for me. You know, maybe being a bit over the top, we've only drawn 1-1 at Preston and all that, but tonight we showed a bit of guts. We did show a bit of guts. We didn't bottle it. We showed something about us, which we had all last season, in the first half of last season, and that is the most pleasing thing for me tonight. And I have to be really positive with that. It was a positive performance, positive response, not quite the result we deserved or wanted. You know, we wanted to win this game, but a draw's not a disaster at Preston. You know, not many teams are going to win at Preston this season. No one's won at Preston this season, so you know, I think the important thing is now, I think we could do with winning it on Saturday. Certainly can't afford to get beaten now on Saturday, because you know, I know, you know, a couple of teams have dropped points, but it's massive for me. That response, I can't exaggerate how important I found that response was. That we've managed to recover a point away from home. You know, it sounds like a little thing to mention, but when you haven't done that since Wigan, since Derby, you know, we're talking 6-7 months ago. In fact, we're talking longer than that. It was Millwall at home in March. You know, we're talking 8 months. In fact, no, bad maths there, Oscar. Bad maths. We're talking a long time there. We're talking a long time. You know, since we recovered a point, you know, from a losing position, and that's something we haven't been able to do. And that's a big movement for mentality, that we have to be able to do that in the big games. It's not always going to go your way. It didn't go all the way today, all round. We played well enough to win the game. We showed a good response, and I can't ask for anything more of the lads. I genuinely can't ask for anything more of the lads. You know, of course we want to win the game, but we've done everything there to win the game. You know, it's just we've not taken the opportunities. Maybe if Eddie had been on the end of a few of them, we would have scored. But it's all if buts and maybes, and we should have a penalty at the end of the game. Simple as that. It should be a penalty. It's not given. One of those things. We move on. But yeah, you know, I was much happier tonight. Much more encouraging. But we've got to continue this now. We've got to maintain this now. I thought for me, it's probably second or third best away performance of the season. I definitely have to have Stoke and Bristol City ahead of it. But after that, I'd say that's probably easily the best we've played since the last couple of months away from home. You know, we've made things happen today. We dominated large periods of the game, and maybe being a bit over the top in my praise, but I was really happy with tonight. You know, it was everything I wanted to see from the Leeds team. Pressing high up the pitch, belief, creativity, and making things happen. Just got to be more clinical. Simple as that. Got to be more clinical. I think defensively, we're doing really well. We're doing really well defensively. You know, against all kinds of different attacks, long ball attacks, through ball attacks, pace attacks. Teams that are working the ball out wide, teams that are having shots from distance, we're coping with it all, and that Ben White should take a big, you know, stack of praise for that. But you know, it's a long way to go. It's a long way to go, but tonight was a lot more encouraging for me. You know, I think the last 4 games have been a bit, you know, we've got the results in some cases against West Brom and Birmingham, but it's not been exactly convincing. Tonight, you know, it was convincing. Maybe we didn't get a result, but I'm much happier tonight and more relaxed. You know, that we've been able to produce that kind of performance. A good team away from home. You know, we've had large periods of the game, maybe being over the top, guys, maybe being a bit over, you know, over generous, but I was happy with what we produced tonight anyway, guys. I thought it was as good as what we've been the last sort of 4 or 5 weeks. But guys, I'm going to leave it there. We've got Tash as well as Conor and Joe doing a match review of the game, so make sure you check out all 4 of our match reviews of the game. It's a bit different. We're going to have an extra review, but guys, make sure you check out all our reviews, and Joe's watch along as well, of course, tonight, which is an absolute massive success. But guys, again, massively appreciate your support. I bumped into another fan of the channel today, Will, just for the game. Will, if you're watching this, mate, great to meet you, mate. Massively appreciate you going to say hello to me. But yeah, you know, absolutely buzzing with that, guys. You know, it's quite unbelievable, you know, going to games and getting recognised. It is something really strange, but in a good way, in a really good way. But Will, if you're watching this, mate, good to meet you. And of course, you know, it's just absolutely brilliant, guys. And yeah, I feel a lot better tonight. I feel a lot better tonight after what I've seen. Maybe I'm a bit deluded, I don't know. I don't really care. You know, I just feel happier tonight after what I've seen than what I've seen in the last sort of 4 or 5 games. Maybe it wasn't the result, but the performance was much better. Guys, I'm going to leave it there. See you later.